motherfuckers! Oh shit. There we go. Hey everyone, how's it going? Good to see everyone tonight. Hopefully the chat is fixed on the new layout. I tried to see if I could fix it. It doesn't look like it because otherwise Dipnot's messages and everybody else's would probably have showed up. That's still a problem. I'm gonna have to look into that. But what is up, motherfuckers? Good to see you all tonight. We're going to be having a good stream. Mr. Cloud is going to be streaming in a little while. So I don't know if we're doing that sesh tonight or not. If we are, I'm going to have to make another stream layout, at least another stream scene live. What's up, Dylan? Fuck yeah, bro. I needed that energy drink. I've had a long day, guys. I've had a long frickin' day. Alright, let's get the stream music back up. Adjust my mic as well. Guys, last stream went very fucking well, which was very surprising. So, same plan for tonight, honestly. We're just gonna be chilling, kind of just kicking back, relaxing, honestly. I'm not sure what time Mr. Cloud is going to stream, but I'll get a notification, of course, from Discord, so there's that. Oh, there's an update on Discord. I was wondering, like, why am I not getting notifications real quick? Because usually I'd be getting notifications out the ass. That one was a little overfilled. Holy shit. Oh shit, wait a minute. Aw, I thought the chat was working. At least the way I have my layout set up still looks fine. That's fine. That's completely fine. I literally just have to refresh it if there's any Twitch messages, so it doesn't look fucked up. You know what? I'm ready to take a fucking dab. I haven't smoked all day. Well, I need to clean that too. Alright. That is now nice and clean. Perfect. I'm gonna smoke on some Northern Lights tonight. Yeah, it's pretty fucking hot in the studio tonight, dude. So, honestly, I didn't feel like wearing a beanie. Probably switch this from dehumidifier to AC. Mind you, I've got like two fucking, you know those black metal fans that you get for like a garage, like a warehouse or something like that, or your garage? Well, I've got two of those going, plus an AC unit, and it's still hot in here. It's because of that damn hot water heater. Just melting it off the tool real fast. That was a fat fucking dab. That's taking a while. Alright, that's good enough. That's like 99% of it. Alright, gotta wait for it to preheat. Shit, I'm chilling, bro. I don't know about you motherfuckers, but I'm chilling. Cheers, everyone. You know what's odd? I don't see the stream element spot doing its job. Let me make sure everything is working. So I'm gonna part and then join, mute, unmute. That's for Kick. Let's do the same for Twitch. Part, join, mod the bot. There we go. That's what was wrong. Okay. I'm gonna have to do the same on Kick again. Did it say I'm live on Kick? It says I'm not live. That's weird. I might have to... Okay. Weird screen flash, but okay. Let me mod the stream elements bot. I thought I had everything set up. God damn it. Okay, good. I'm glad you got some more water. Okay. Creator dashboard. Settings? Channel. Roles, there it is. Moderators. Stream elements. Oh. Okay, that should be fixed now. Cool. Hopefully the bot will start to go off, because it's not doing it on the YouTube chat. Which... Uh-oh. Hold on, I think I know what I did. Community... No, it's not that. Settings, maybe? Community moderation. Moderators. Yeah, stream elements is. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, yeah. I just don't know. I guess the bot's not working. Fuck it. It be like that sometimes. Also, I'm pretty sure, like, I've got the alerts and everything working too. So if somebody subscribes on YouTube or follows over on Twitch, you guys will probably see a little notification if it works. If it works. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping it does. Are rating the screen. Fair enough, bro. Appreciate it. Cheers, everyone. Shit. Oof. God damn. That Northern Lights hits. What game are you playing, Torby? Wait, let me guess. Fallout 76. Am I right? Also, as soon as I get a notification that Mr. Cloud is live, we're gonna go raid his ass. Oh shit. Oh. Doesn't look like... It doesn't like he is. Not yet. He will be in a little while, though. Oh, nice! I like the more horror mods. The horror mods are the shit. Oof. Excuse me. Fucking hell, guys. If I'm being honest, I really didn't expect the move to get pushed back pretty much till October. That can be a possible issue, but we're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna fucking chill out. We're gonna relax and not focus on the bad. If I'm being completely honest and fair, though, like, I would much rather, like, have everything done now, but, you know, you can't have everything you want. Besides, I am moving, like, pretty much cross-country, in a way. Because all my good shit, well, that ain't here. All my good studio stuff, that ain't here. That is not here. I'd kill to be able to have all my good studio gear over here. But I don't have room for it. If they're not, If they're not in Massachusetts, we're not going to look at them. We're not trying to move outside. I've already told, Nate's already said, like, yeah, it's a possibility, but I already told him no. I told him no. It's just, I don't want him to quit his job. One of us has to have an income before the move. Like, that's too big of a risk. Mostly because, like, I'm gonna have to find a job when I get up there. My cousin's gonna have to find a job when he gets up there. Which, I'm not gonna have that big of an issue. I think my canna worker's license is still good. I think it is. Isn't a canna worker's license good for like 5 years? Because it's only been like almost 4 since I moved back. Just about. Like, it'll be 4 next month. If it's not in Massachusetts, we're not really going to be looking at it because I don't want him to lose his job as a security officer for a casino. One of us has to have an income. It's too big of a risk. That's what I said. So, with the canna worker's license, I think it's good for 5 years. If not, I'm gonna have to get a regular job until I can renew it. See, the problem with New Hampshire is, well, his work is in Massachusetts. So we'd have to get something that's close to the border of Massachusetts as possible if we're going to do New Hampshire. That's pretty much like what I've figured. Yeah, we could do that, or we go off to another state and try there, but I don't see it being worth it. Like, I really don't see it being worth it. I mean, maybe he would see it differently. I don't know. Yeah. If you sent them to Nate, I haven't heard from Nate all day. So, and I've been up since like 5, so I've been up for, well, actually no, like 4:30-ish. So about 5.5 hours is how long I've been awake for. So I haven't heard from him since I woke up. It's gonna be difficult. It really is. And like, worst case scenario, it's by the end of the year, and I can't wait that long. Like, at that point, like, I genuinely feel if it's gonna take that long, like, I might as well just take the money that I have, if everything is sold by then, and just go to a different legal state by myself. That might have to be what I do, because I can't sit around and wait. That's not I can't even wait till October. And that's something I discussed with Nate. I don't have the time. I don't have the luxury of time. You know? I don't have the luxury to be able to wait, because once September hits, the stuff I got going with Mr. Cloud is put on hold indefinitely until I move. So, no. That means my streams would go offline, so I wouldn't be able to stream past September. That means that I'm not going to get any more packages in. Anything. So no more sponsorships. All that is done. I can't get nothing in the mail. Not no more. And then, also, I'm pretty much stuck here without even a whole stream set up. So I would pretty much have sold everything for nothing if I don't have this done by September. Because that's my fucking channel on the line. I don't have the luxury to wait. I'm at the mercy of YouTube's algorithm, and a month away or longer is seriously damaging. So I don't have that luxury. And that's what I try to make clear to him is October is not an option. It has to be September. And if you can't get it done with me by September, I'm going to have to do it by myself and move somewhere else. That's pretty much what I made clear to him. It can't be October. If one apartment says, sorry, sir, that you can't move in by this date, okay, I'm sorry, but I can't wait that long. I have to move in by this date. I'm sorry, I'm going to move on to the next property. Simple as that. No, it is. Because even if Greg Abbott doesn't sign the bill, it still goes into law anyways on the 22nd. So he has 5 days to either veto it or sign it into law. Otherwise, it just goes into law without his signature. So he could just sit back and let it go into law without him having to interfere with it at all. And he wouldn't get any backlash for it because he didn't sign the bill. That's what he's doing. I know what he's doing. He's not going to sign it or veto it. He's just going to let it to go into law without his signature. That's pretty much what's going to go on with the fucking bill. So, like I said, I don't have the luxury to wait. I don't. That's why I started the t-shirt fundraiser. So I have a little bit extra money to start putting back. While I'm waiting for everything to be sold. Like, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here. And I'm trying to get my fucking cousin out of his fucking car. The motherfucker has literally lived in his car on and off for the past, like, fucking 4 years. It's enough of that. So if I have to take what I've got and just hightail it to another fucking state, that's what I'll do. Because I ain't got the luxury. So I don't think I'm stressing too much at all about that bill. Because it's still going to go into law without his signature or him vetoing it. Like, if he vetoes it, then okay. But he hasn't said shit since the bill was passed by the House at all. He hasn't made a comment, nothing. He's remained silent. And, well, all he has to do is remain silent. And the bill still goes into effect. It destroys 50,000 jobs. It hurts over 150,000 veterans. They're going to have to fucking go back to the VA's care and get prescribed opiates and antipsychotics and antidepressants. So, yeah. I'm getting the fuck out. Texas is a worthless fucking state. And not to mention, with the fucking THCA stuff, I've been hearing stories over and over and over and over that they're still arresting people for this. And their excuse is, oh, well, we have to send it off for third-party testing. Motherfucker, it's called read the certificate of analysis by scanning your phone, you lazy, stupid fuck. God. Like, I swear to God. Like, there's a lot of good things about the state I grew up in. But, fuck, it's filled with morons. Like, I could think of stuff that could solve about 90% of its fucking problems within fucking 5 minutes. But it takes these people years to think of one damn thing. And that's why I'm honestly done with this fucking shitty-ass state. Getting the hell out of here. It's worthless. It doesn't listen to its fucking people. It only listens to the old motherfuckers who fucking barely pay any fucking taxes because they're rich. And here's the thing, right? When SB3 goes into effect, that's going to be a massive dent in the farming community too in Texas. So veterans are going to be affected, medical patients are going to be affected, farmers are going to be affected. Not to mention you're handing that off basically to the fucking cartel. Because we all know, if you're from Texas, you know the cartel runs Houston, Dallas, and Austin. They run all of those. That's where all the drugs come from. Within those cities is the fucking cartel. Mind you, there's smaller fucking organizations, but yeah. Pretty much it's the fucking cartel that runs the drug trade in Texas. So now we could get fucking fentanyl-laced carts. Which, yes, that is a thing. It's very fucking rare, mind you. Very fucking rare. But that's if somebody, like, really wants to fuck you over type shit. So if you ever get something that's laced with fent, you know that your dealer wanted to fuck you over. Just keep that in mind. That dude wanted to fuck you over. And bad. I'm gonna open up the diamonds and get me some fucking... I think I'll put some of the Viking wedding on with it as well. Let me move the big ones off. Oh wait, there's a perfect piece that just broke off right here. Come here, bitch. Come here, motherfucker. Get in there. Perfect. A perfect sized diamond. There's a little one Alright, I'm gonna let it preheat it a little bit. As a matter of fact, you know, since I was talking about it, let me see what the decision is. Still awaiting decision. There's nothing new. Yeah, literally he can just let it become law without his signature or anything. After the 22nd on midnight. And if that goes into effect, it'll go into effect on September 1st. So, if that happens, my channel is fucked. Somebody told me, though, I could stream with a VPN, and I've done that, but you guys have seen it causes some issues here and there. Cheers, everyone. Shit. Those motherfuckers hit. They're strong. That's why I'm coughing so much. When the fuck is Cloud streaming? I want to see if Mr. Cloud is going to, if we're going to sesh tonight, or if he's just going to play a game. If we're going to sesh tonight, I need to set up that fucking layout. That'll be a bitch. But, hey. It's whatever. I can do it. No problem. I hate how the fans are just causing my hair to just go fucking everywhere. Said he was typing there for a second. Tomorrow evening, okay, bet. Damn. Well, let me send Mr. Cloud a link to the live real quick. Why don't you send Mr. Cloud a link to the stream? Share. Copy. He was wanting me to send him the link also to my latest YouTube short. So it's like, oh yeah, dude, I don't make YouTube shorts anymore. Like, I don't care for making skits and stuff like that, so that's kind of why I stopped. And the ones I would want to do will just get age restricted, so there's no point. Nobody will see them. Like, the last ones that I've done where I'm smoking, let me see. Let's see how many views that last one got. Yeah, that got 39 views. And the meme right above it got 1.3K. So you see how that's a big oof. So YouTube, like, I usually get around 1K on my meme shorts, right? On the views. But if I smoke, yeah, it's like barely anything. It does not get pushed out into people's shorts feed either. They have to physically, like, click on the short on my channel to be able to see it. Or be subscribed to my YouTube channel, and then I'll show up on their feed with, like, those fucking smoking shorts. So it's just genuinely not worth it to do shorts anymore. Like, I'm not the type of person to do skits and stuff. Like, yeah, I did it for, like, a couple of videos, and then I just got bored of it immediately and stopped. And so this is kind of cringy. I'm not gonna continue this. Like, that's how I've always felt about, like, the skit community. If no offense to anyone who does it, but just a lot of the skits you see on shorts, or, like, even back in the day on Vine, they're just fucking cringy as fuck to me. Like, yeah, some of them were funny, and, like, I do enjoy Mr. Cloud's shorts, but some of them are pretty fucking hilarious. But I don't know, I just never cared for short form content myself, and I do not fucking want to just spare my brain to make any of it, so that's pretty much my decision. Because even if I did do skits, I wouldn't involve smoking, and they're not going to do well in the algorithm, so why put the time and effort into it, you know? Even if I fucking plug, like, a product or something like that, it still gets age restricted, so yeah, there's a literal no point at all to doing shorts anymore, so that's why I haven't uploaded any of them. And I don't clip my streams. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorting through, like, hours worth of footage to get, like, one good, like, 30-second clip. No, fuck that. I'm sorry, but that's not worth it. Now, if somebody wanted... Yeah, see? Like... But here's the thing, right? With you age restricting your own videos, notifications don't get put out that you uploaded. You don't get put into people's algorithm as much. Unless they're subscribed, of course. And your views, yeah, they go down dramatically. And I mean dramatically. You can look at other fucking big WeedTubers and watch, like, look at one of their videos that's age restricted, and look at the next video that's not age restricted. Look how many views that video gets. So it's not just restricting, people from seeing it who are underage, but it's pretty much restricting your own channel as a whole. That's still risky, bro, because, yeah, they could still get notifications, but it's not going to get pushed in the algorithm. You're basically telling the algorithm, hey, this is something that's not ad-friendly. Don't push it into your algorithm. That's pretty much what you're telling YouTube. Unless they're searching for, like, certain things in your tags, people aren't going to find it, bro. It's very, very hard. That's why I hate that, like, majority of my videos are age restricted. Yeah, that's fair. Like, if you're trying to build, like, an actual channel and, build a career, like, a channel as, like, a career, similar to what I'm doing, yeah, age restriction, it does not help you at all. It hurts you. Severely. And I mean severely. Fucking felt, bro. Be safe. Also, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. Alright, everyone, I'm back. Let me switch over. There we go. Hey! It's about fucking time the Stream Elements bot went off. I can see it actually going off on fucking Kick. It's about fucking time, man. Jeez. Oh, see, it's going off all at once. Let me adjust that. Timers. Yeah, let's do chat lines, like... Not 18. I would say about... Stop it. Asshole. All my stuff is just trying to move away from me today. What the fuck, man? Alright, so Discord bot, 10 lines. Online interval, that's 10 minutes. Let's do that. Okay, on the tip bot, we keep that one the same. And the YouTube bot the same. Because that doesn't matter. Sub bot, every 15 chat lines, every 10 minutes. Okay, Twitch bot. I'll keep that. Let's make it every 10 chat lines at least. So it's not like spamming. Gaming channel. We'll do that every 20 minutes at 10 chat lines. Okay. We'll do, for the tip bot, we'll make it 8 chat lines instead of 5. And then Discord bot, yeah, keep that the same. Okay, cool. Everything is saved. So it won't just go off and off and off and off and off. So. Alright. So now that I've basically randomized everything on there, yeah, we should be good. Let me see what the how we're doing on the follower goal over on Kick. Let's see. 21 followers out of 50. Ooh, let's set a sub goal. The end date will be... by the end of this month. Let's try to get 4 subs. And go. Perfect. Now I've got 2 fucking goals going. That's fucking badass. Hell yeah. What do you think of that, Torby? Over on, at least over on Kick, like, I'm basically fully monetized. In a way. So I've got my my fucking YouTube. I almost said YouTube. I got my YouTube monetized through the sponsors. My Kick is monetized through my subs. And my Twitch is the same as YouTube right now, pretty much. So that's fucking killer, basically. I have basically a full way to make this into a career now. And of course I have my music. So I have that as well. That's how I originally started out, with just monetizing the channel. Which, speaking of, you guys want to kind of just chill here while I master a track? It may not sound the greatest to some people, but I low-key want to get this done. I really do. Like, I just have the strongest urge to right now. So what I'm gonna do is turn down the background music. That should be good. All right. So the part I need to work on mastering is right up here. See, what I'm thinking of doing is just taking these tracks and moving them to... So this part, the second part, it's not going to interrupt anything if I do. Ooh, but it won't copy all the effects over. That's fine, I can just do it manually. Oh, yeah, I can really just copy all effects with one right click, and then... paste. So I'm gonna check this one first. Track 6. Yeah, that's one. And then copy all effects. Paste. Okay. And then we copy it from third. Why is the reverb turned off on all of them? That's weird. Or... yeah, the reverb's turned off on all of them. Also, fuck out of here, a fucking mosquito. Motherfuckers flying around here and shit, pissing me off. Yeah, turn on the reverb on all of this. I don't know why it was turned off. Or turn the reverb on. What are you guys thinking so far, though? Now let's go to 4, copy all effects. Paste. Now we have the one with some reverb. Okay. We got something going there. Solo all 3 mixed in. Clipping just a tad there. I don't want that clipping. Then now we just unsolo this. Those don't have effects. Go. We start panning those over. Bringing these two up. Found it. Bring that down. Bring that down. There we go. Not as ear piercing now. And now I can bring it up as a whole. Alright, here's how I go. Here's how the whole thing sounds. I'm gonna mute now. Was a lot of fun to make, I'm not gonna lie. I forgot my mic is muted. Sorry, guys. Everything is rendered now. It's ready. I wanted to make sure it wasn't clipping during the rendering process. Everything's fine. That's going to get uploaded to SoundCloud right now. Wait, no, I need to make the album art, so I'll have to do that later. Fuck. God damn it. Well, shit. At least I have it done, though, right? Let's fix that. Increase that. Let's see if good old Mr. Cloud is streaming right now. Yes, he is. Oh, shit. Not making two.
That backpack actually fit my...
Hold on. /raid Mr. Cloud. Ah, fuck you. Let me just do it on Twitch. On Twitch.
This is a slave. He's like burned down stillness. Once the early shit goes off.
We're about to fucking raid Mr. Cloud on Twitch. Raid! Raid!
Look! Tax evading citizens!
Fucking raid. Well, let me switch over here.
What's up, guys? Make sure you fucking get fucking grab here a fucking bottle. Fucking streamer here.
Appreciate the fucking shout out, Mr. Cloud.
Touch my asshole. We got all fucking smacked. Check right the fucking out. We got a double fucking juicy with the cloud.
This motherfucker said touch my asshole. I'm fucking dead. I am dead. Hit it. Do it. Oh shit. Cheers, Mr. Cloud. No problem, bro. I forgot to turn on the desktop audio.
There's a control point. Also,
What the fuck is he playing?
we do have a mission called Camp White Oak, the Zoo,
Oh.
and also
Division
we have this thing called a Descent.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Damn!
The ability thingies, the classes.
I think so.
Yeah. I
Holy
haven't worked
shit.
on all of them, though.
We have to walk
I'm
up
doing the
here.
fire one right now. I'm doing the fire one.
Alright.
Is it fun? I don't know. I'm working on it. I'm doing the right now. I have a technician. I like technician because it gives you an extra skill, like a swap thingy.
Oh, that's fine. Alright, fast travel on me. Head into the bounty right now.
All right.
That fucking sucked. It fucked.
Alright. Let me get off Mr. Cloud's stream. I'll be right back. I hear the fucking dogs barking. I'm gonna go fucking see what's up. I'll see you guys in just a minute. And we're back. Guys, those motherfuckers are getting on my last nerve. I swear. It's that damn rope toy. I'm gonna take that shit away from them. I swear to God, I'm gonna take away their fucking rope toy. They're always fighting over that shit. I swear to God. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. But guys, tonight's stream is gonna go on for a good few hours. I ain't gonna lie. Torby, get ready for the long haul. Because, like I was telling you, the streams are gonna go on for about a good 4 or 5 hours now. I just wish there was a little bit more people in the chat. So, maybe I can get my wish. And I'm going to send this out to like the Stewart's Passion affiliate group and be like, yo, I'm streaming right now, guys. Come join in, chat with us. We're all just chilling right now. Right now, I think it's just me and Torby. Alright. I'm gonna send that. I also should probably send it in the Discords I'm in, huh, hun? I'm gonna send the stream link to my friend. Oops. Unsend. Let me just send her a stream link. Let's see. Send it to his mobile right here. I know his ass is awake. There we go. Wait, I know him in more groups than that. Hold on. Yeah, sometimes, I don't know why, but on Instagram, groups seem to disappear for some fucking reason, and it's It's weird. I don't like it. Let's see. Ambassadors. Stoner's Corner. Okay, cool. Yeah, Torby's playing Minecraft right now. And I'm sitting here trying to get a few more people in the stream. You know who I should probably summon? I think I want to summon Namtar. Looks like he's online. Damn. One of my homies thinks he tore one of his glutes. I'm like, damn, bro, you fucking crazy powerlifting bastard. What the fuck, bro? Yeah. Like, come on, bro. Chill with that. I'm waiting for not. Yes. Sup, fucknut?
What is going on, man? Sorry, I saw you were streaming and decided to check in and thought you wanted to co-stream. Calm down.
User. Hey, did you check out those properties Torby sent you?
I checked out one of them. To be honest, I haven't really looked at them yet. I've been.
From what she said, 2 of them are in New Hampshire, 3 of them are in Mass.
Yeah, I saw one of them was in Mass. So one
Yeah.
was Stewart. But yeah, I'm gonna look at it because any option you can get is nice. The sooner we start finding a place, the better. But
Yeah.
I honestly haven't. To be honest, I just been fucking grinding.
Yeah, because
Not where I go to sleep for one.
you know me, dude. I'm in a rush with the move and everything like that. And I know it's like you said, it's not exactly possible to. Well, it is possible, but
It's possible. It's not
unlike-
realistic
it's
to
not-
move by September.
yeah. But with the same time, is I don't have the luxury to wait even a single day, because when that happens, I have to shut off the streams indefinitely until I move. And that's going to massively hurt me in the YouTube algorithm. So, by the way, Torby says hello.
Oh, what's going on? Oh yeah. I just saw the
So what I'm
Yeah.
thinking is we just take what we can get, honestly, with an apartment, and we find something better later.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking originally, because
Yeah.
at first it's not going to be that luxurious initially, but as long as we can
No,
get
it's our
somewhere
first
that's more
apartment,
we can
bro.
afford, we got to start somewhere, you know.
Yeah. We don't want something that's like a rat's nest, but we're not expecting something like,
We don't want somewhere
R13,
that's
you know?
unlivable, yeah. We don't want somewhere that's damaged and dirty and all that stuff, but if it's like
Hey.
old and it doesn't have the best appliances and everything, but it's got what we need, and again, it's not an unsafe living environments, and we can afford it, then we got to start somewhere. eventually can get something more preference for what we want in life.
Imagine though if we actually found something similar to R13 for like $1,800, bro. You'd be like, "Hey, shut up and take my money. Give me that. Give me that. Come on,
Be like,
let
"Who
me move
died
in."
here?" That's exactly what I'd ask too. I'm like, this bitch on? If it is, it's fine. I just want to know.
Bro. Oh yeah, I'm online right now. I've been streaming for about an hour or 20 minutes.
Damn, bro. Okay, I'm leaving.
So I literally was like, you know what? I'm bored. I'm gonna summon Namtar.
Yes, the spirit that invades the heart.
Let me turn on virtual camera so you still can see me, and also so you can see the chat too, since we're co-streaming. PS camera. Boop, there we go. Can you see the chat? Okay.
Yep.
What do you think of the new layout, by the way?
Showed it to me yesterday, man. I like it.
I added the last final touches, like the new sub count, which that's the permanent one. Unlike, having to have a separate window open on my browser, that one's built in just like the old one. Then I have, of course, my sponsors and all that, and then of course my name right there. Dude, that took a lot longer than you think. And also, I edited the bots on Twitch, Kick, and the gaming channel, so that way they can start plugging everything.
Hell yeah, man.
Dude.
I was watching something. I don't remember what video it was. But it was like analysis on like horror movies and everything, and it was one about paranormal horror movies. And I was like, man, I cannot stand a lot of paranormal like horror movies unless it's like got the monster or something like that, because a lot of them are just they always follow the same recipe of spooky symbols, spirits, ghosts, demons. It's like, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There are other spirits that you could actually use in movies that would make it somewhat different, and that are based in actual like ancient. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Exactly. Where's
Like my
something with a
name,
banshee?
Namtar, is a spirit that's an ancient spirit that apparently invades the heart. There are many others. There are spirits that invade chakras, basically, and they fuck them up, if you will.
Okay.
So. Namtars, but there's different things like that. You know what I mean? Stories. Yeah. It would be cool to see some stuff on that, or people do this.
You're not wrong, dude. I don't know why the fuck they don't fucking do that, but demons and fear sells.
I don't know. Demons are kind of overplayed now. What I want to see
really
is a
are.
movie
You're not wrong.
about a gold digging succubus that ends up trying to convert and corrupt some like Protestant priest, and then he ends up getting a sword and a pseudo armor from like some Crusader knight spirit. In the name of the Lord, you shall.
You mean like the Pope's exorcist?
Nah, man, this would be more fucking cool. You know what I mean? Dude fucking rips a cigarette, butt chugs a beer, and
you mean like Constantine, motherfucker?
Sword and armor. And like start fighting her, and they're like fighting. She has like magic powers, and fighting back. Dude's like, I can't win. And then finally, like, shoves a sword up a place where the sun don't shine. And then the movie ends on a high note.
You're basically describing an episode of Constantine, my dude.
I don't know. I could totally be a B movie writer. I could do that.
Dude, I would watch the B movies you would make, because I'm sorry, but they would go from like a terrifying monster into something like similar to LSD dream. Like I took some DMT and watched a horror movie. That's what it would be like.
If I had the know-how, I would, trust me, I would like to, but if I had the know-how and ability to make my own like D-rated horror movies that are intentionally supposed to be bad, they would be psychological horror, and the only bit of comedy that would ever be in there is like really dark, kind of raunchy, maybe sometimes humor. Maybe sometimes I'd have like purposely raunchy movies just to have it. You know what I mean? don't know.
Like before a dude gets hit in the balls with a hammer, he's like, the guy says, you know what? I used to think you were crazy, but now I can see you're nuts.
No, like there's some like cosmic being, and it's like some monstrous shaped thing, but it has huge tits. And it just goes around, and these things are just like knocking people out and shit.
What the
It's
fuck?
not porn. It's gonna be a horror movie. Like there's gonna be a whole story. That's gonna be nothing to do with it, except that's just gonna be there, and you're just gonna see it. You know, and you're just gonna be like, why is
You
this
just see
even here?
a fucking
You know?
a fucking
I'm gonna
meteor
hold on.
that somehow
I
has
would
boobs.
I would intentionally make sure that there's nothing around the movie and story that points that out, that you would just have to notice it. You know what I mean? So that way it doesn't seem centered around the fact that this monster has a huge rack. I do shit like that. That's part of what would make them B movies, dude.
Bro, you know what I think they should really make a movie on? You remember that Junji Ito comic I always tell you about, Hellstar Remina?
Yeah.
Imagine like a whole planet-devouring planet just slowly encroaching on humanity, tormenting it day by day
Well,
as it slowly moves closer.
That's the other side of it. You know those independent movie bullshits. I would make like short films, kind of. It'd be like 30 minutes to an hour, and it would be usually I would like to have it like black and white. And if it's colored, it's gonna be colored weird because I want to kind of fuck with your perception and cognition a little bit, but not
Yeah.
like in a crazy way. But the idea would be that it would usually always take place in like early 1900s, of course, because that's the era I like for mystery, and it would be cosmic horror related. And they wouldn't be things that would be like, come scary monster. I mean, it would
Yeah.
just be something that would probably have monsters, but it would involve the existential dread of the unknown, of the fact that there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's an ever-approaching primal terror kind of thing, you know, taking inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft, basically. And I would make them just as films that are eerie, dreadful. You know what I mean? They're not meant to be necessarily scary. They're meant to just kind of stick with you and make you
Yo,
think.
what's up,
You know what I mean?
Saffroth? Appreciate you tuning in tonight.
And not think about anything philosophical or the meaning of life. No, just make you think about how fucked up that shit you just saw was.
Exactly. By the way, do you happen to have your John F. Kennedy to take straight to the dome on you?
Benjamin Franklin's here, and he's ready to get down the clown.
Let's go, bro. Cheers.
It started raining. Dude, I need to learn to do I can't remember his name. What the fuck is wrong with me? Just did an impression of him. Oh. I'm stupid, dude. I've
fucking
officially
mucus,
lost my
dude.
mind. My brain cells are officially gone. Forrest Gump. God. I need to learn Forrest Gump lines so I can do impressions of him. Just have, I don't know.
Mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Yes, sir, we got more money than Davy Crockett.
Dude, by the way, when I get paid, I am buying Hank Hill on Fortnite, and I'm going to run around on Fortnite as Hank Hill. Because there's something, I like that
Oh!
idea. Yeah, Hank Hill fucking wielding a fucking shotgun, blowing the dome off a fucking Master Chief and LeBron. I don't know, there's all kinds of crazy characters in that game. It's the only reason why I've come to like it. It's just because of all the different bullshit you can, you know, characters you can just slaughter. Huh. Otherwise, I think, I think that was for the game. It's kind of, I don't like the I don't know, I don't like overly like cartoonish games like that unless they're like arcade games, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
If it's like a first-person shooter, I am pretty specific about it being military sim, things like that. And if it's not, it's gotta like it can't be like those futuristic, goofy shit. I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff, you know.
Had to reset my lungs there for a second, dude. I don't know why, but that blinker hit me fucking hard. Also, you cheated. Your fucking
That
thing
totally
blinks in 5 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know why, but it's just how this thing is.
So technically, you're only taking half a blinker. You cheating, bitch.
Hey, technically, I didn't know that. No, so get off my ass.
Because this motherfucker goes for a straight 10 seconds. I was hitting my bitch, my fucking pen much longer than you were.
Oh yeah, but I still don't want to hear this whole "I can outsmoke you" bit. We already proved that, and you kind of did because I fell asleep every time.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
motherfucker.
I guess in a way you could say that.
I can out-dab
that
you. When it
Yeah,
comes
you
to
can
flour, you could probably outsmoke me because I just fucking tap out because my lungs just hurt.
Yeah, dab put me to sleep. I've noticed, like dabs and wax, they like.
Oh yeah,
you
100%.
know, but yeah, I can smoke a lot, not as much as I used to. But, you know, back when I was doing like drugs, and that's
Yeah.
probably because I was doing drugs too. So I had like a ridiculous tolerance.
Yeah. And now that you're doing straight weed, well, you realize in the error of your ways, motherfucker.
Oh, you're right. Well, I'm only doing straight weed, you know, no hookers and blow on the weekend. Not me, a fucking bitch. Sorry.
Fuck you. I want to make my own house with blackjack and hookers.
Dude, speaking of that, you know, just saying, some of the people I see at the, you know,
Bro.
oh, damn. Some of the people I see at the casino are crazy, bro. Crazy. Saw a gold digger the other day. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, there was a fight too. I don't know if I told you about this, but right before or right after, like right after we closed the doors, there was a dude, fat bald dude, came running in the front doors and was like, hey, there's a fighting out there, and we're like, oh shit. Me and my coworker, bum rushed the front doors, went out there, and see this chick tackle this other chick to the ground. And there's this dude standing up with his shirt like torn down the middle, like in this U pattern, like someone tore it at the chest. And there's a car like parked to the side in that little roadway area in the front with the door open. And my coworker, he goes over there to grab the chick and pull her off her, and I'm telling them like to separate, doing commands and hand signals all that kind of shit, get them ready to restrain one of these motherfuckers if they get too froggy, you know what I mean? But anyways, this dude ends up grabbing the car door and like yanking the fuck out of it to kind of break it off the hinges.
What the
and everything.
fuck?
Yeah, and he's like, he said like, she put my phone and broke it or something like that. And I'm like, I don't care, separate, go away, And meanwhile, my manager is yelling at me. I didn't hear him the first couple times for some reason. Maybe I was just locked in, But he was yelling at me, Nate, get the fuck inside. And I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, damn it. I'm gonna find out the parking lot is not casino property. So it's not us that handles that. Once they go out the doors, that's on the police.
Ah.
Yeah. But it was fucking funny because I was just like, what the hell is going on here, dude? People, it happens every fucking weekend. there's always someone that we have to fucking kick out. At least one.
At least, at least you know it's on. The shit's gonna go down on the weekends.
Yeah, yeah. Fucking nuts, dude. It's kind of fun though, to tell you that.
Set your all budget that Nate asked for. One of them, I believe, is a 3-bedroom under 1,000. I don't think that would be a legitimate listing, especially not
Yeah,
in
you have to be careful with
Massachusetts.
some of those. And if it's
But if
yeah,
it's in New Hampshire, okay, that's more feasible.
New Hampshire might be, but if that's like Mass, 3-bedroom under 1,000, I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, apartment. It's apartment. It's an apartment. But yeah, I think the goal, honestly, would be we'd get the apartment first, and then we'd save up to rent a house. We'd do like a. You think we should do like a year lease?
Yeah, that'd probably be pretty good to get locked in for a year.
Okay, bet. Yeah, that way they can't change the rent, right?
Well, they could change the rent after the year. Yeah. You wouldn't sign another lease. But during the lease, I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If we do a month-to-month lease, they can change the rent and increase it or decrease it, you know?
Oh yeah, they could increase it every month if they wanted to.
Exactly, and we can't have that.
Nope. Where are you going?
You know what I'm thinking, though? Is next time you go out to work, see if there's any apartment complexes near the area.
There's a lot. But
There's
the
a
problem
lot?
is I live in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
Um,
it's gonna be pricey.
and where my job is technically half of the casino is on the border of Mass and half of it's on New Hampshire. So
What would
it's like
be
on the literally on the border.
So, hopefully, what I'm thinking is if we have to do New Hampshire's, we get something as close as possible to your job.
Yeah,
What's-
that would be ideal. That's what I'd prefer, to be able to stick with my job. However, if we can't, I am not opposed to
I'm not-
moving
I am.
somewhere where
I am,
I
because
understand.
one of us has to have an income before the move happens.
yes, I'm not saying I'm going to quit my job now or anything
Yeah.
like that. I'm saying that there's a way to plan that if come to need be, I would do that. I'm not saying it's
Yeah,
preferred,
but doing that
I'm
also
not
would
saying
take
that's
longer,
the
and I don't
way.
have that kind of time.
Fair enough.
Because literally everything's put on hold indefinitely on September 1st. So me being gone for like several months at a time, that's not gonna be good for the YouTube algorithm, dude. Yeah, I know, like, I shouldn't be too concerned about it, but I'm concerned about the people who want to watch my shit, you know?
Yeah.
And me being gone for, 2-3 months at a time, that, like I said, that could also interrupt the notification status and all that type of shit. Because YouTube's funky. It's way too funky.
Yeah. I can understand that, man. And we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna try to get everything going. I'm gonna save up
Yeah.
money as much as I can. I still have to pay back my mother for a few things.
Yeah.
Car payment about $700 every month.
Yeah, I'm still
So
trying
I
to sell
have
the
the
car.
money to do that. But believe it, but in 4 months, it's a little short time, but
Yeah. But I'm hoping we can find something. Oops. I'm hoping we can find something before then, before October, because that's basically my career on the line at that point. That's how I look at it. because it's not just the Mr. Cloud sponsorship I'm worried about. It's Green Deagle. I'm not going to be able to get wax anymore, so I can't fucking do anything with Green Deagle anymore. So there goes that, because I don't have access to wax anymore. Like actual wax. Then also I can't use the bomb e-rig at all. So I can't make videos because I don't have anything to smoke. And then also, yeah, I'm definitely going to have something to smoke, quote unquote. But
Right.
it's a legal risk if I turn on that camera.
Yeah, understandable, because you can definitely get arrested that way. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm
You
not
could also get your partners and shit sponsors, whatever, in trouble as well.
exactly. And I'm not trying to. So all of my sponsorships would be put on hold indefinitely until that camera goes back on. So I wouldn't be able to make any money, pretty much. And also, no more prototypes. No, because SB3 bans all psychoactive hemp. So only CBD, CBG, stuff like that is allowed.
Well, yeah, that's definitely not good. That sounds like Texas all fun, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but I can understand that the people would understand Torvi, but the YouTube algorithm and YouTube themselves are not. And they're just going to push the next streamer or push the next YouTuber who's a lot more active again. Like, pretty much I would have to start streaming for about 3 months every day to go back into the algorithm. That's what I've calculated from what I've done with my break, because I didn't get a lot of viewership on the streams for a good minute. And last night, like, I got a good amount. So that was like about, I would say, how long has it been? Like a good 2 months since I took that break now.
Probably, yeah.
So I'm just starting to get pushed back into the algorithm, but 3 months you're right back in the algorithm. Solid. YouTube is pushing your shit.
Yeah, but yeah, I understand, you know, the fact that it's always difficult getting back into that habit.
Yeah. And it's not just, well, it's the habit, it's that, and it's also...
This motherfucker stole my tank and killed me with it.
What?
That's how you know this guy's going to hell. You know, I got so flam. Check this shit out, baby.
Dude.
And you're done.
But if we really have to, that's what I'm saying, like, if push comes to shove, then I'll probably I'll move out to with Josh out of state around September, and you can just move in with us.
Yeah.
That's the backup
Whatever.
plan, because I need this immediate.
I definitely don't mind, man. I mean, whatever I can do, I'm gonna do. We're gonna try to get it done the way that we have planned for by September. But
Yeah.
no, you know, I'm just saying, I believe we can do it.
Yeah. But, you know, of course, I'm gonna have a backup plan.
Yeah.
But I still need to get that frickin' car sold, dude. Nobody's hit me up about it. A good amount of people have hit me up about the PC, but once I tell them the specs and everything like that, they just leave me on red or whatever. And I literally put, like, price is negotiable on the fucking on the listing, you know.
Yeah.
And I'd literally say, I'd give the PC, the mouse, the keyboard, and both and both monitors. Like,
Yeah, I know my dad, for example, he used to try to sell a lot of stuff for online. Like Facebook Marketplace quite a bit.
yeah, it takes
But
fucking
you
ever.
never
So.
really, yeah, you never get anybody to buy it, like anything. And a lot of times you'll get someone who's like, oh, I'll buy it, and they'll like cancel on.
Dude, I've taken the fucking somebody wanted to buy the PC as is, so you know I fucking took it all the way over to fucking over to Huntsville, and guess what? I waited like 4 hours, nobody showed. They were like, oh yeah, I'm on my way, blah blah blah. They never showed. Like, can you not be a prick? I literally texted them. I was like, "Yo, dude, like, I just came from out of town. I've been sitting here for like 4 hours. I'm leaving, man. Like, if you don't show up within the next like 10 minutes, literally, I'm leaving." And the dude just left me on red.
Yeah, but sometimes it's just sadly how that shit goes with people, you know.
It's annoying.
I don't. But yeah, those dollars. I've been so hungry lately. I've been munching down this entire can of peanuts. I put some slack your mama in it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you know what's one thing that I've been fucking devouring the fuck out of? I got some of this potato soup, and it tastes just like the one you'd get from Olive Garden. And it's in like a frozen pot, so you have to defrost it. That shit is good as fuck.
I agree with what you're saying there, Corby.
Yeah, like I agree what she said. What she's saying too. It can be a bit of a pain to get back to where I was, you know. And I don't want to lose sponsorships either. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to lose sponsors. I know Stuart's Passion wouldn't drop me.
But
He
maybe
would
the
understand.
part of that whole sacrifice idea isn't just the things you have around you. You know,
Yeah, I know.
maybe you don't have to sacrifice your channel. It's not that extreme, not that black and white, but more that maybe you have to sacrifice a little time if need be. You know, that's not like I said. Your goal is to have it this way, and we're gonna do what we can to get it that way. But you have to weigh out is if I need an extra month or two or whatever to get this stuff done right, is that worth, you know, that month or two, losing that month or two, and maybe, you know, losing one of the sponsors, stuff like that?
No.
Is that worth? You know what I mean? Because you'll have what you need. You'll be able to get that back.
No, because I'm losing income.
Yeah, but you could get that back.
Yes, I could. But it was a pain in the ass to get it started in the first damn place.
Right.
Like you can hit up like 30 fucking companies and one will respond within like 3 months time. So it's not easy getting sponsors in the first place, especially with the channel mine with the size that it is. If I was somebody like Eric Kahn, yes, that would be feasible. But with somebody with a channel like mine, or somebody else my size, that is not feasible. Because that's a bad mark on your reputation for future sponsorships. So that could also potentially ruin future sponsors.
Yeah, get that.
That's why I said the answer is automatically no. And as a matter of fact, it's a big fuck no. That's why I'm saying I don't have the luxury of waiting. This is literally my career on the line. That's not an over-exaggeration. Unless that bill gets vetoed, then that would be the saving grace. But that motherfucker has remained silent this entire time, and he probably will. He probably won't veto it, and it will just go into law on the 22nd. So...
No, you're
And once that happens, basically the doom clock on my channel starts. And I don't have long. I have about a week after September 1st. That's how long I have. I don't have no month. I have a week.
No, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like, that's why I said I have to have a backup plan. If something goes wrong, I have to do it by my own two hands. And Josh is as done with Texas as I am, because they've clearly fucked him over with the THCA flower, arresting him for it.
Oh yeah.
So we're both done. Like we are ready to get the fuck out of here. And we're not coming back once we leave. Like, this is going to be a permanent thing. And like I was telling Josh, if I have to be homeless out of Texas, I will. Because I cannot afford that luxury of waiting. I will stream from my phone at a McDonald's.
Yeah, well, I was what I think about the quality of your content too.
Yeah. Wouldn't be the best quality of food, wouldn't be the best quality of living, but I'd still have my career, and that's what's more important to me.
Yeah, but like I said, the quality of your content also matters too.
Yeah, it'd probably go down.
Which means you could lose viewership.
Mhm.
If you lose those viewers, you lose sponsors. You don't have as many viewers, just engagement.
I mean, technically, my engagement might even just go up a bit. Because I wouldn't be like homeless. I would just be hotel hopping until we could find something. Like find an apartment around the area. In like Oklahoma or something.
Heard that.
So I just literally fucking stream from the hotel. Wouldn't be anything serious. But that's the point of selling the car. That's gonna be what is pretty much gonna cost the most, if anything else. And I mean, I can look in Oklahoma. That might be a little bit more feasible, especially with the U-Haul. It might be a little bit more expensive on your part, though. That's what I'm worried about. And I know you make good money. But if you think about it, I'm going to have to pay for mine and Josh's part. But Josh would get us up there, you know?
Yeah.
Let me see. Bro, hold on. Houses or rent in Oklahoma. Let me see. Motherfucker, I just found a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage in Tulsa for $1,500. Tulsa, bro.
Also,
We could, you could be the fucking Scandinavian Tulsa king. Four-bedroom for $1,700. 4-bedroom, 2-bath.
not bad.
Dude, that actually sounds pretty fucking good.
I'll be back out on the south, that's for sure.
It would be cheaper, but what's the minimum wage in Oklahoma? Never mind. $7.25.
God damn.
Yeah, that ain't worth it.
No.
Okay, Oklahoma's out. What about Colorado? Would you be down for to move to Colorado?
I wouldn't mind it.
Let's see. It is
Psilocybin illegal there.
$14.81 an hour minimum wage.
Psilocybin's also legal in Colorado.
Yeah, so you could fucking partake in mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. Okay, a house, maybe not so much. Let's see an apartment. Okay, hold on. We want at least, wait, any bath, 2-bedroom, pet policy, dog friendly. And then price, 1,800 max. No. Yeah, that would be feasible. Wait a minute. Do they have casinos in Colorado?
Not 100% sure, to be honest with you.
If they do, you might just be able to go to a casino over there if that company has one. Dude, hold on. That just gave me an idea.
What's up?
How long do you have to work before you get a transfer?
What do you mean?
How long do you have to work at that casino before you can get transferred to another casino that company owns?
They only own one other casino, and it's up here.
Damn.
This casino's owned by the Kentucky Derby.
Well, we ain't moving to no goddamn Kentucky. We're not
Yeah, you
living.
ain't
We're
wrong
not
there.
living with
You
Colonel
are not
Sanders,
wrong
bro.
I like to think of myself as some type of redneck, but I'm moving to no goddamn Kentucky.
Motherfucker,
No,
if you want to move to
Kentucky,
Kentucky, we
goddamn
might as well move to
Alabama.
goddamn Alabama,
None of that shit.
motherfucker. Fuck no. But from what I'm seeing is there's a good amount, and there are some places that are offering like the first couple of months, like if you pay your deposit For a limited time, enjoy 2 months free contacting a leasing agent if you do a 12 to 18 month lease. So the first couple of months would probably be free. Like you just pay your deposit. We could build up a little bit of money. We should look for apartments that are kind of like that.
All right, yeah, not a bad idea.
2-bedroom. Okay, so the 2-bedroom that I'm looking at now, those are pretty fucking small ass bedrooms. It's 1,049 square feet. It's pretty small, but I'm pretty sure we can make do. Is it furnished or no? Well, here's what we get. We get a dishwasher, the microwave, oven, refrigerator, big freezer. There's a balcony or patio. There's walk-in closets. There's apparently a washer and dryer in our unit too, if we get that one.
That's really nice. That's actually really, really nice. I like that. Because, not having one or having to use like a public one.
Let's see. Let's check their pet policy. Oh, dude, there's no pet fucking policy. There's no fucking pet deposit. It's just $35 extra for rent.
Okay, that's not bad.
And the pet limit is 3. Pet rent remains $35 per month regardless of the number. Breed restrictions apply. Okay, well, she's a black lab and Buddy's a Great Pyrenees. Nobody's gonna have a problem with that. What's up, Robert? Bet that, man. I appreciate you dropping in. So yeah, dude, this place looks really fucking good. When's a possible move-in date? Let's see. Does it say a possible move-in date? Oh shit. Dude, I can get a 3D fucking view. This place looks nice. That's not bad. We got hardwood floors. That's gonna be easy as fuck to move around studio gear.
And cleaning.
Yes. Got a balcony.
Yeah, I know about Choctaw and all that. If I was going to the Oklahoma, I would probably try that. Oh, come on.
Yeah. Oklahoma does seem nice. But their minimum wage sucks. That's what I'm concerned about.
Yeah, it's similar to how Texas used to be, or maybe still is.
And this place is in Colorado Springs that I'm looking at. It's 2 bedrooms. Now, this one is on... Oh, damn. So they have 20 available units. And they're available right now, dude.
Not bad.
So, I'm going to save this. And I'm going to call about this tomorrow. And I'm going to ask them, would we be able to move in by September 1st? And if they say yes, then I think we should shoot for Colorado. And let me see if there's a first month's deposit. Let me check that too. Because I'll sign a 12-month lease.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd have like a good little... Here's what we'll do, right? Is if you can't move in by September, that's fine. Save your money and you can move in on October or by the end of the year. But what I'm thinking um, is we actually is all three of us signed for the lease. You're going to be and we'll just say that you're going to be moving in within a few months. You just have to, you know, complete a few months at your job. We'll just use that as an excuse.
All right. Well, yeah, we can figure that out.
Yeah, you have to take care of some family business, and you're just gonna save your money while you're fucking staying with your family.
And, yeah.
But you will be we'll say you'll be making payments, and I'll basically what we'll do, right, is I'll send you a fucking a fucking transfer on PayPal, and then I'll just add, like, I'll have, like, the rent and everything taken off my other card. If we can do, like, if it's like digital type shit, and if not, I'll just say that you're sending me the money, and we can make, like, I can just buy a little fucking thing of those little receipts, like at Walmart, and make a receipt. You sent this on this day and everything like that, and I sign it. So I can literally just make a whole book of those. And I don't think they'll have a problem with it. You're still paying for it.
As long as someone's paying for it, yes.
Yeah. And of course, we're going to be paying for it. You're going to, like, all three of us would be on that. There'd be 3 people on it. And they'd be like, okay, well, you know, you two will be paying, we'll be paying a majority of the rent. Yo, what's up, Loco?
Well, someone will have to obviously sign for it, and it'll probably have to be at least me and you, or just me, or whatever. That'll be the person who has to pay for it, who's be obligated to pay for it.
And we can,
so, either way, as long as I get the money to pay for the whole rent,
I would give it to you.
My part and yours, we'll be good.
Yeah, if I have everything, I'm literally just gonna send you you can just take the money out of whatever money we have that I have sent to you, use it. Whenever I get the car sold, that's when we lock in the apartment, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We'll worry about the rest of the stuff later. We need to fucking lock in all that. Don't forget you have to have the deposit as well to move in. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sell the car and use that for the deposit. Also, to Smack, the old PC is back up for sale. So if you want that, you know, I could actually still sell it to you. And if you want it for $700, I got you, dude. Remember, I'm gonna upgrade it though. So the first payment, if you want it, send me like $100, and I'll put it in a new case. Yes, I need to. That's what it really needs. That old one's falling apart. I'm not gonna sell it to you as something crappy. I'm gonna put extra fans in it, so it's, you know, better heat. Sorry, weed bubble.
I think Power World hasn't been updated
Better
in a
heat
while.
resistant. What's up?
Oh, sorry, I was just saying it was a shame that Power World didn't come out.
Dude, Power World has been getting fucked in the ass by Nintendo.
I don't know, yeah.
It sucks. It really does.
It's a fun game, you know.
Wait, hold on. Somebody's over there on Twitch. Hold up. It looks like I missed a message. Or it didn't even show. I'm so sorry, everyone. Oh, that was you two, Smacked. See, I need to get this adjusted to where it shows all the chat within the layout and everything, you know. Oh shit, nice, bro. Two Smack has a fucking QP coming in, bro. That's gonna be nice. Now here's the thing, right? Since I'm gonna be trying to move around September, I'm still willing to ship you the PC. But if you're wanting to do the payments past September, I'm not gonna put it in a case with any glass. I'd probably do it with like the clear plastic side, like it used to have, but a nicer case. What do you think, brother? What do you think I should do? Should I do a badass full metal case with like a plastic side panel, or just something classy? Because it is my first build, and I'm going to be giving it away to a friend, in a way.
Metal.
Metal with a side panel.
But Torby brings up a good point here. What would be your plan if you can't get the car sold by September?
Bet that, bro. That sounds good to me. Like, that's easy as fuck. Hopefully I can get 2 ounces. I can get $100 for another QP and $100 sent to you. That would be a fucking bet. That way that thing would be locked in for you. That is your computer at that point. Once the first payment is made, that's your computer. Like, as long as you pay it out.
I'll figure it out later for you.
Also, I'll have you send the payment to Namtar as well. That way he can actually use the funds towards like application fees and whatever. If it's $100, I need to put it in a new case first. Afterwards, send the payments to Namtar. What's up?
I do provoke a question.
What's up?
What would be the plan if you can't get the car sold by September?
I can get it sold. I'm just trying to sell it, by myself. But if push comes to shove, I can take it to like a used car lot and sell it.
Yeah.
It's just I'd get a lot less over there for it, but I'd get enough.
Scrap it.
Oh yeah, 100%. If you can't get the PC sold, you're gonna have to need a plan B too. Yeah, I know. But pretty much Josh is gonna be out of work within a couple of months as well. So that's why we're really trying to get this move. He's gonna be out of work because he's a crossing guard. They're gonna go off on break, so he'll be off for a couple months. No money, living in his car. That's not good. So not only is my channel on the line, but also, yeah, Josh could probably find something to make do until, but it's best we honestly get out of here. Like, I can take the PC to like a fucking, I think it's called like a brick and mortar store or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? It's not a pawn shop, but it's similar to a pawn shop.
Mm-hmm.
So I can take it to one of those places that accept custom-built PCs, and I can negotiate a price over there. But that's if 2Smack doesn't buy the PC. This one, I'm keeping. If I can. Now, if I don't get the car sold for what I want to, getting closer towards September, then I'll consider it. But I'll have to stream from my phone then. That's gonna be like a bitch and a half. But honestly, like, I want it to be somewhere where it's not Wait, what did you say, Nate? You said you. She said you asked me a question. What's up?
What?
Torby said you asked me a question and I ignored it, or like I wasn't paying
No, I
attention.
mean, you pretty much answered it.
Oh, okay.
I asked you what your plan was if you couldn't get the car sold.
Yeah, that's pretty much what's gonna happen. Is I'll just take it to, um, actually, what I'll probably do is I'll just take out a loan on it, like a title
Yeah.
loan or something. I'll take off a big enough title loan so that way my dad can pay off the van, and then we can bring them the title within, a good amount.
Yeah.
I could probably, get a loan on it for a good $8,000.
Oh.
Like, actually, no, more like 6. 6 is pushing it. 8 is meh. That's like a maybe. But I'm pretty sure my dad
Damn.
would do that. And I'd put it in my name. Unless the car is
Damn
collateral.
peanuts, dude.
But you know what's gonna be funny?
What?
If I take the car and put it out for a title loan in my name, the address would be listed as the one here.
Oh yeah.
If I miss the payment, where are they gonna get the car? Eh!
Well, no, they can send you to collections and shit, and then you'll have your shit seized from you.
Yeah.
And that follows to the whole idea that we own nothing. It's
Yeah.
all an illusion that you own anything. Really, the banks and shit own everything.
Exactly. And I'm gonna basically pay off this computer and everything like that before I leave. Already have the title to sell it at a used car lot. Oh, okay, yeah. Well, what if they could work it out with the bank? That way, the money doesn't go into our hands until the title is received. Because you gotta think about it. They're wanting the money. You're wanting the title. And the cars and the van would be paid off. So the bank would automatically reduce the amount from the payment. The payment would go to the bank. The bank would fucking take out the amount, and then the rest would go into the account. Yeah, I know, they can be. It's just because of the latency and everything that I got going on. I don't know how to change it whenever, like, I set up a multi-stream. It's kind of annoying. I might have to manually change it whenever I'm not like, before I go live. That way the latency is, there's, like, none. Hey, Namtar?
Yep.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break.
That
See you guys in just a minute.
some hell let loose going. Yeah, they are. I'll let them know when he comes back. Well, chat. Well, I'm playing some hell let loose right now. We're on the German front. With the automatic right class going team 240. Man, I can't eat shit now. Look at this so far.
Boom! Back.
Playing hell let loose, man. I'm on the German front.
Nice. They won't give you a loan unless you have good credit and a way to pay back the loan. They can also suspend your license for doing something like that. Well, I don't even have a license, so what license are they going to suspend? I only have a permit. But yeah, the plan is, once we sell the car, we're going to have to go take the money and then go get the title. Basically, we'll take the person to the bank. When the sale is being made, that way they can witness the title being moved over, and the bank will just, transfer it over to them and tell them whenever they get the title in, and they can just go ahead and take the car. As long as we have the money, of course. Nice, bro. Watch Dogs is the shit. No, because they're going to be paying for the car. So we'll be paying all. It's only listed as collateral for the van. So we're going to be paying off the van, freeing up the title on the Toyota, and then that would go to the title would be transferred to the person. That's how we got everything set up, Torby. So there's no way to make another vehicle loan on the Toyota. There already is one. So what's basically going to happen is they're going to be paying for the van, right? Freeing up the title. And what we're going to do is probably just set it up at the bank to where the title will be transferred to that person. Like whenever I'm pretty sure it would be freed up that day. So we'd literally just take that person with us to the bank as long as we have cash. They have to have it in cash or check. That'll go through on the bank. We'll cash it, pay off the fucking van. They'll give us the title. Then we'll basically have what's left over, and we'll just sign over the title to that person. And we'll of course pay for the title being moved over to that person who's buying it as well. Just because it is a slight inconvenience, it's going to be a little bit of a complicated process, and I'll basically disclose that it's listed for collateral. I'm trying to move, and I want to just sell it so I can pay off my dad's car, and you can have the title. Namtar, if we paid off my dad's van, would we get the title back that day or no? Han, you're muted, dude. I can't hear you.
Oh, to be honest with you, I'm not sure. I'm not too knowledgeable on that.
Well, let me see. Even if you pay it off. It can take a few days or even weeks. Well, they can still take the car. we could still give them the keys to the vehicle, right? And we would just set it to where they can pick up, the title would be just sent to them. That would probably work. So I'm pretty sure everybody would be fine. Torby, it's not helping. That's adding to the stress. Is I've got everything pretty much planned out and laid out in my head on everything, how everything's going to work. I don't need somebody throwing a wrench in it because they're getting me paranoid about legal issues. Like, at this point, I really don't fucking care. Let them come after me. I don't give a shit. They won't find me. All my bills are connected to my dad's old house, and he won't even have my new address. So that's pretty much the plan, is just getting the fuck out of here by using the car.
No doubt.
I'm pretty sure that they'd be completely fine with it like that. There's a lot of people buy cars with a lost title all the time. And they would just have the title, they would just have to wait for it.
Yeah.
But dude, like, I'm honestly stressed out about this. Like, I really am.
Understandable, man.
Like, this really has me... No, we won't get the title back the next day. Take at least 2 weeks. Okay, well then my dad can do that whole process. I just leave him with, we could see how much it would cost to get a title transfer, and I'd leave him with that extra amount so he could do it when I'm gone, because his name is technically on the car, not mine. Even though it's my car. So he would have to be the one that sells it. I just have to find a buyer. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Like, my dad's basically saying, hey, yeah, you can sell the car, you can take your bit of the money, but I need to pay off the van first, and you can have what's left. Essentially. But yeah, like I said, people, buy cars with a lost title all the fucking time. So I don't think that'd be an issue.
Son of a bitch.
What?
I died.
Felt. I'm gonna hit some of the Viking wedding.
You kidding?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna give me some cheese, man. Hi, little kitty, kitty. Oh,
Is Miss Annabelle over there?
yeah.
Little
What
Miss
was your name, man?
Annabelle. Dude, those
What
motherfuckers grew quick.
do you mean?
The fucking cats, they grew up quick.
Yeah, they did,
They
dude.
got big as shit.
Yo, dude, I'm trying to sit here and think, like, man, what could I eat for breakfast or some like breakfast food? You know
These
what? I have a
nuts?
stoner mega idea. You want to hear it?
Yep.
I still have leftover old El Paso zesty taco shells and bold nacho cheese taco shells. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some of that Velveeta cheese, some of the Johnsonville ground sausage, some eggs, and I'm gonna cook all that up and put that in the taco shells and make breakfast tacos.
Yes.
Big brain. If we have milk,
Very
I
big
would put
brain.
milk in the eggs because it'll fuck them up. But yeah, milk.
You can use butter.
Obviously, I always cook with butter.
Just slather them eggs with some butter. Like, while they're cooking. Like, have them, like, halfway cooked. Are you just eating butter right there? What the fuck?
No, you maniac! This is cheese.
Oh, I was about to say, it looks like fucking butter on my screen, bro.
Cheese.
Mozzarella or Swiss?
Better.
Oh,
Extra sharp.
it looks white on my screen. So that bitch literally looks
Yeah.
like a fucking brick of butter.
Better. Better cheese is white.
Not sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
I've always seen yellow cheddar cheese.
It's not real cheddar cheese.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah. Real cheddar cheese can be yellow, but like the extra sharp stuff is usually white. White color.
Okay, that's fair. Not trying to throw a wrench in your plans. Trying to be realistic and understand. Wanted to either way. A couple of them per bedroom under 1,000. Yeah, hopefully we can get that, but we gotta make sure they're available to be moved into by September and that they're pet friendly. I'm not leaving the dogs behind. Sorry, but I don't give a fuck. And if it's under 1,000, it's not very likely that they're pet friendly. They're probably those places that are no pets allowed, and that they're also what do you call it, like budget housing or whatever?
Income restricted, yeah.
Yeah, income restricted housing. Which we don't want something like that.
Yeah, I would more.
Because that means our rent could go up with our income. We don't need that. We need that rent locked in at that price for a year and never to go
We
up.
need it locked in. We need it at that price. We can take no negotiations. I've made up my mind. This is what it is. I'm the president. Sorry. The way you said that, bro. The way.
It is what it is. I'll take no prisoners, no exceptions. I make the rules. I'm the president.
China can't convince me. I'm the president. I'm him. I'm better than all of you.
I've always been him. You cannot
I know
trust
it.
me.
I know he
don't
wants to
even
talk to
trust
me. I would want
myself.
to talk to me. Bro, he actually said that when he was asked on like the news or some shit about the Elon Musk tweets and shit. He said something along the lines of that, like he was like, "I know he wants to talk to me. I would want to talk to me." It's like, fucking hell.
Man, I really wish that shit was fucking cheaper though. Like, it's fucking ridiculous how much it costs. Like, for pretty much everything.
Because it is economy, literally.
Yeah. What sucks is, you know, we've been trying to plan this shit out for years.
Yep.
Like, I'm genuinely thinking Colorado, dude. What do you think? I mean, that fucking 4-bedroom house for like $1,700? That ain't bad. All three of us can
Yep.
have a room, and then we could have a studio. And it's a 2-car garage.
Oh, how much was it? What?
1,700, 1,750. Something like that.
Yeah, that depends how much. Was Colorado? You said the minimum wage is like what?
14
15?
something, 14 like 80
That's like-
something.
That's like a little less than Massachusetts.
Yeah, a little bit less, but you know.
But that's fine. That's
yeah,
fine because that works. That means
Yeah.
the pay difference is not bad. That up here. That means
I could pay. Oh, I
You
could
play-
pay the
that
rent
means
working at a fucking IHOP.
if you play your
It-
if you play your cards right, you might be able to get yourself like starting night audit position at a hotel and get paid like $19, $20 an hour. You probably won't make as much as like say I would because I have experience.
yeah.
But you know, the longer you do that,
The more
and also the
experience I
longer
get-
you stay with the company, the better it looks.
Yeah.
Because if you have a whole year working, like say night audit with the Hilton at this one property, when you go to work in another night audit position, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, well, it seems like this dude worked a whole year straight with this
Yeah.
this company tonight, or we'll take him over the new dude." You know what I mean? Then you'll get to be the guy that gets picked over the new guy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like what
Do stuff like that.
I'm
Yeah,
genuinely.
but
I'm genuinely.
you get
thinking
paid a bit,
Colorado.
and Josh can do stuff similar, like working as a porter. Like I said, if he's good with his hands, he likes doing stuff like that. Porters can make quite a bit of money, especially as a temp.
Mm-hmm. So, all the properties she said are pet friendly that she looked at. So, it's feasible we could look at those places. And, 3-bedroom would be would be optimal. 2-bedroom is acceptable. one bedroom is pushing it.
Yeah.
But Josh said, hey, I don't give a fuck about sleeping on a couch, so we can just get a futon. If we really have to, we could downsize to a one bedroom. You and I share a room. And then Josh just sleeps on a futon.
Yeah, but you also have to think about the space of a one-bedroom apartment with 3 people, not just the sleeping,
Yeah,
just living like that, you know?
yeah. It'd be a pretty tight squeeze. But we could pull it
It'll
off.
be a lot
if
more
we-
than that. 1 bathroom, 3 people. Bedroom, 3 people, 3
No,
grown
we'll
men,
do the
1
courtesy of
place
getting
of
a
privacy.
1 bedroom, 2 bath.
You know what I mean?
Like 1 bedroom, 1 bath, and like a half bath. Something like that, you know? Do the courtesy of that.
Well, yeah, I get that too, but I'm just saying you gotta consider the sort of the space for that many people. Because although you may say it doesn't sound that bad now, once you get in it, you can't go back on that decision. You break a lease, but it sticks with you.
So yeah, Torby did search to see if they were pet friendly and within our budget and everything. It does look like those. We might want to look at those properties. Torby, can you send me the links to them on Discord real quick, and we'll look at them live? And I can stream my screen. At least to Namtar, so he can see it. That way people don't see
Here-
where the places I might potentially move to is.
Here at 3, you're at like 3 a.m. I'm gonna make those tacos.
Bet that, bro. So, if you're down to move at those places that she showed, then what I'm thinking is we look at those places starting out. You would probably be signed as the person who pays, and then we would be listed as like tenants, since you're already up there. And if it's as cheap as she's saying, then all I have to be really worried about is selling the car for about like $6 grand, give or take.
Yeah. Yeah, which does mean also I do bear all the responsibility for that apartment.
Yeah.
So
Now, here's what I'm
couple
thinking.
things is one is as far as cleanliness goes and things like that, we're definitely like I'm gonna be pretty anal about that shit
Yes.
because they'll charge at the ass for leaving stuff like that, and I'm not gonna do that. I did that to my last room and stuff like that, and I'm making it an effort not to do that here. I'm a very clean person,
Yeah.
but for some reason my room is just a fucking mess. I don't know why. Very disorganized.
Dude, it's like that.
But yeah.
It is, and that's fine. Like I'm down. Like, as long as we have
Well,
a fucking good.
To be fair, to add lore to my schizophrenia diagnosis, although I am paranoid and delusional, there is the disorganized thought patterns, which is why I'm tend to be all over the place. You know what I mean? I can't stick with shit. It's like I have ADHD, but not really. I can't stay on something. I'm always like all over the place. Thoughts are like going all over the fucking, you know.
Like 90 miles an hour.
Yeah, basically.
I felt that, bro.
Oh.
Dude, like, and here's what's crazy, right? If we do go to Colorado, it would actually be cheaper on the U-Haul, but more expensive for you, because you have the bigger furniture.
Yeah.
But what
I make more money though.
Yeah, like it wouldn't be as hard for
Be
you to do
alright.
that. So
Plus, also, I have to think about. I'm pretty sure that wherever I move, I can just transfer, like, let my car lease place know, like, hey, I'm moving to this state or whatever, and see if that service can still be used where I'm going.
yeah, let's
Because
check on
I
that
also don't
too.
want to go to somewhere where also, like, they're like, oh, I don't think that would happen. I think it's countrywide, you know, because a lot of it's online, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
So what I'm thinking is, can you check on that, say tomorrow, if you got the time, to see if if that is countrywide, or if you move out of state, you could still use the same vehicle. You just have to give them the address that you're moving to.
Yep.
Okay. Check on that, and I think since Nate and I are going to be bearing the since Nate is oh no, I was about to say I read that wrong. I think Nate is going to be bearing the blunt of the cost.
Oh,
He
well,
should
that
be
is
the one
100% the
making the
case.
rules.
100% the case. I mean, as far as it goes, I don't say this to demean anyone,
Yeah.
but I'm a lot more mature than Jonathan is.
Yes, and the fact that he's setting the rules, I've told
I don't
him
want to be like
I want
arrogant,
his
but
maturity to rub off on me, so I don't mind him setting standards for our house for us to upkeep, you know?
no.
Because I want it to look nice, he wants it to look nice, and if either one of our rooms are low-key getting a little bit, fucking iffy, we'd both say something to each other. We'd hold each other to the same fucking standard. So
Well, yeah, the thing is, at the end of the day, we're all grown adults, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like come at and pick up after you. But like, if you do leave shit around, do believe me, I'm gonna let you hear about it.
exactly,
Like, I'll be,
especially
I'm
considering
gonna
we
make
might
sure
be
that it
sharing a
does, because
room.
like, it's more than even just keeping stuff clean for us and our well-being and everything. It's also about how we leave that place when we eventually do move. You leave it in a mess, like that sticks with you, and also you pay for that, and they'll charge the fuck out of you.
Yes.
And then also you may be like, good luck getting a new place, because now this is on your, essentially, you say, your record, if you will.
Yeah.
But you,
and it's going to be a little
You know
bit
what I
more difficult for me because, my dad did evict me from the house. Like, he actually went to court and evicted
Pretty
me.
cool.
So that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
So that's why I said you'll probably be the primary payer. At least starting out. And then maybe we can add me, like, 5 months in. Add me as like as somebody who makes payments, and Josh stays as like a tenant because he won't be permanently living with us, unless unless like we could find a place that's like 4-bedroom and or even bigger, and all three of us
like I
chip
said,
in.
eventually at some point we're all going to obviously start looking at getting some type of trade or career, because again, we're adults. We have to be doing something other than working at head shops and fucking security jobs for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
That's not something I want to do, honestly. So,
and see, I would want to
I'm
work
going to be
more in
looking
the
into at
cannabis
least
industry.
getting into, like I said, graphic design as far as games, for modeling, Blender, doing stuff like that. And I might try it. And of course, it's hard to get careers like that, understandably. So initially, the idea would be freelancing and building a portfolio and kind of making somewhat of a name for myself for that type of work, as I also advance my education. So that way, I'm I'm pursuing that, but I'm kind of being smart about it. It's not going to be a quick thing, but it'll be something I can make more money than what I'm making now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I want to work, instead of working at like a smoke shop, I want to work at more like a weed farm or something like that. That would pay pretty fucking
Eventually, the idea is to go to college for hazmat cleanup. But I want to do hazmat crime scene.
Yeah, if I'm sorry, brother, but if you come back to the house with like an extra fucking arm, like, you're gonna have to sleep on the couch, dog. I ain't getting no goddamn radiation.
Oh, mother. That's like that would be the dream version of that job, is going out like the liquidators at Chernobyl type shit. You know what I mean? Gentlemen, you're gonna die here, but you can do this world a great service. And I'd be like, hell yeah.
Instead of you dying, you just come back buff as shit with a fucking tail, like back to monkey somehow.
I just come back out and I'm like a mutated fucking monster, and
You're
then
just
the
like a
scientists
no, more like a
capture me, and then
mutated
I get turned
Bigfoot.
into some science experiment because they try to figure out, like, you know, this, that, and the other, and then I live in a perpetual nightmare.
No,
Like an
here's what
actual
happens. You
nightmare.
go to Chernobyl, you come out looking and acting exactly like Sassy the Sasquatch. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly, sort of, exactly. Routines and stuff like that, you know. Because, you know, one thing that I do try to drill. I know, Jonathan, you understand it, but
Yeah.
that is like important to remember is that we're not kids anymore.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're adults, and it's good to have fun, like right now and everything. But when the shit gets serious, you know, we have to be adults and remember that we're gonna have to do a lot of things we don't like, and just take it, move on, and
Yep.
pursue. Like a big part of being a man, especially in this type of environment in this world, is that you're gonna get stepped on and beat around quite a bit. But that's just kind of what it is. What it means to be a man, I feel like, is if you can provide.
Yep.
Maybe for a family, for yourself at least, you can,
Exactly.
you know, at least sustain yourself and be a contributing person to society. At least I think that's what really matters. And providing for a family is definitely, you know, definitely the peak of that. But
Yeah.
I don't feel like everyone has to do that. I certainly, I don't feel like I'll ever have a family. You know what I mean? I feel like if I ever had kids, I'd
Oh,
be
yeah.
like that Vietnam
100%.
veteran PTSD dad, fucking wife beater, cans of beer in a leather chair, watching war documentaries. Son comes up, Dad, I need help with math homework. You fucking idiot! I've killed grown men.
My jaw wants to pop, but it's not wanting to at the same time.
Yeah. But be nice to just all go when it,
There it goes.
you know, works out, you know. Then again, doing stuff like this, moving and all that, that's always risky stuff. Especially when you're doing long distances and stuff like that with a small budget.
It's pretty fucking risky, but it's worth the risk in my opinion. Because I'm gonna be living with you, and also if push comes to shove, we can always give our old brother a call and be like, "Hey, you want to move in?"
Well, yeah, and also, like, if anything happens, like, I know I'm pretty self-sustaining. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So even if it's like we're all living together, something happens, and we all end up losing the house, and we can't get another place to stay, and we're like homeless. I mean, I'll stick around with you, but you know what I mean? Like, I'll eventually figure something out. I'm pretty self-sustained, and I'm very confident in at least that.
Dude,
Like, if anything I can do, I can handle my own. Pretty good at solving problems, I guess.
yeah, like that's why I trust you on like this move situation. I know I'm more stressed about it than you are. I know.
Yeah, I'm also.
Because
I just gotta stay pretty resilient. So even those situations that I might be okay with, other people might not be. That's the thing.
Exactly. Like you're a lot better under pressure than I am. That's the best way to put it. Like
Glad to be homeless. I will, but I mean,
I don't
I'll
crack
work
under pressure,
to figure it out.
but I will definitely show signs of it.
Yeah. I don't want to ever be homeless. Put it that way, and I do everything I can to make sure I'm not. But if it ever happens, I'll figure it out. Like, I don't know.
Dude, here's the thing. That's why I said whenever we move, I'm willing to take whatever is first thrown at me because I don't want to be homeless, and I'm not going to quit no matter how bad it gets. If something happens that's starting to piss me off a little bit too much, I'll just look for another fucking job. And then after I find one, I'll quit that shitty one and start the new one.
You know, yeah.
I'll put in my 2 weeks, work my last 2 weeks. You know, all that shit. I just don't like how expensive it is up there. But you know what? If we can really make that move work, it'll be worth it. And here's the thing, right? When it comes to like certain things, yeah, I can ship it. Like, if my desk gets fucked up, oh well. If my chair gets fucked up, oh well. Like, what's probably gonna be fucked up is maybe 1 or 2 parts that I can fix. Whoop-de-doo. Like, I'm completely disassembling it like the day that I got it in the mail. So completely taking it apart, color coding everything while I'm doing so. That way, you know, of course, I don't get shit mixed up. And then of course, I just reassemble it after it gets shipped up there. And I'd have like my computer. I would use like one of your desks or something like that until it comes in. And then what I would do, since we're sharing a room, is I would just move that desk and add mine to it.
Yeah. We also, again, have to think about space because I have quite a bit of furniture. So I even have 2 dressers. Like you could have your own dresser. I have my own dresser.
Exactly.
And
I could
I
probably
have a desk, but it's also a painting station, like an easel, you will.
Yeah.
So easel, whatever.
And I have a
There's
full-on
that.
computer desk.
But I also have like well, yeah, I guess it's all the big furniture I really have. But my bed, I have my statue, which is my ghost face guy.
Yeah, and remember, like, it's not like all that's going to be confined into one fucking room unless you want it.
No, I wouldn't. Like, some of that stuff's gonna go out in the living room. Like,
Yeah.
the ghost face guy will go out in the living room. I have an
Oh,
end table here,
100%,
which I
bro.
might put somewhere out there. What?
Hold on, I'm reading what Torby said. When you're packing, the best way to do is get rid of anything you absolutely don't need and minimize everything that'll save on the cost on the size of the U-Haul. Well, honestly, it's just the chair and this. The chair and this desk. That's all I'm worried about. Because I can't disassemble this, or that. And that's all small furniture. So I can stick that sideways. With, of course, the big fucking recliner. If push comes to shove, I would hate to leave it behind. Because it's my mom's chair. But I'll leave it behind if I have to. Like, it's old, like, but I'll leave it behind if I really have to. But I'll take my AC unit if, like, just honestly to save a little bit of money on the actual, like, AC bill. Well, that'd be on the light bill, right? Right, Nate? If we use the AC, that'd be on the light bill, right?
Electricity. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, yeah.
Utilities, basically. The sewage, water, electricity, and like power, and like that. Sometimes you got to pay for parking too.
Well, here's the thing, Torby. Josh's car won't exactly make it across state. So we have to get a U-Haul. It's not in very good condition. Literally, if he sold that car today, he could only maybe get like... well, I asked him how much did you think he could probably get for the car. He said probably like $500-600. It's in that bad a condition. So... we cannot drive it out of state. We'll get pulled over and get tickets out the ass. It's only legal to drive in Texas because they don't do inspections anymore. That's the thing. Now, there's certain things like tail lights and like your windshield, certain things like that. Of course, yeah, you gotta have that working. Your blinkers, you know, all that. Looking to a rental car? Nah. It's gonna be just as pricey. We might as well get a U-Haul.
What?
Or just like some type of moving truck. Like I could probably find like a random like private company other than U-Haul that has like, you know, moving trucks for rent. Just do it that way. Like I just looked at U-Haul. I haven't looked at any other companies yet. So that's, and remember, we need a vehicle that's big enough to have me, Josh, Sweet Pea, and Buddy, because I don't have a kennel to put them in, and I'm not putting them in a kennel. Good luck getting them in one. And yes, they will break out, because they're smart like that, and Buddy's strong, so he'll just fucking break the bitch. They would run you less. Okay. Well, let's start looking into that real quick right now, shall we? Okay. Let's see. There's budget truck rental.
They detect like crap. All specialization in signature weapons assigned to signature weapons for special weapons with limited ammo that are very powerful. I know it's for one maybe.
Okay, let's see. Because we have a budget place here. Go over there in Conroe. So we can go get the truck. Let's see. The pickup date will be on September 1st, possibly. Drop off location. Let's see. I'll just put Lowell, Massachusetts. Find your truck. Okay, so budget is a lot better.
What's up?
Budget looks a lot cheaper. So the big 16-inch is 1900. The 12 is 1800. And do I have to return it back to Texas or no? Or is there a drop-off location? Okay, so I would say that one. Return included. So we'd have to, it'd be returned by September 8th. Continue to location. Let's see. Wait, what? I'm gonna have to literally drive it back? It's not available at this location. What the fuck?
Usually U-Hauls, you could drop them off at the nearest like U-Haul that you're at when you're moving. That's usually what my dad used to do.
Found one. Okay, never mind. They got one. So Methuen, Massachusetts. I don't know how the fuck to say that, but yeah. They have that one. So, yeah, never mind. I don't have to drive it back. So... midnight by September 8th, because we won't need it past that. Continue to add-ons, if there's any. Furniture pad and tuck. Don't need that. Don't need any of the, wait, do I need the protection stuff? Like the roadside safety net, which is 104.
Probably would want to have some type of
Liberty
insurance for it
Stranded.
going that far.
Yeah, because that will cover if we get that we get damaged. So
Or hit,
the
or you break down, or anything like that. Yeah.
any loss and damage. On top. Okay, so this one, so these are to cover the van and everything. So if I add the best package, which is 548, which covers physical damage, liability, personal accident and cargo, and roadside safety. So if it breaks down, we get another truck. So if we get into an
Okay.
accident, we're not liable. The company takes liability, that type shit. You know, we're covered under the insurance and all that type shit.
All right.
So let's see. We'll select that. Best package. Actually, no. I don't need personal accident or cargo. Provides benefits if renter or passenger or injured, or if renter's household car. Oh no, I don't need that. I don't care about that. Save an extra like few bucks. We need the more liability and physical damage waiver, along with the roadside safety. Next. So the total is 2,600.
Okay.
So about the same as the U-Haul. So not that one. Truck size.
Kitty kitties. Oh. I gotta say hi to the kitties when I go to cook some food, because little kitties been out there all by themselves all night. Mr. Poe, he likes having his attention, you know what I mean? So he'll start getting noisy as hell, now and loud. Shit. I love both those kids, man. Fucking cool.
Hold on, let me pull up the chat.
I've got to tell you that much.
Look at Home Depot. Because, wait, what? Home Depot has rental trucks?
Yeah.
Truck rental. Okay. Let's see. Thanks, babe. Limited miles starting at $29. Okay, so that's a truck. We don't need that. We need a box truck. Oh shit. $150 a day. Dude, that's cheap as fuck.
That's not bad. They're not charging by the mile. It's pretty good, yeah.
So here's the thing. For 75 minutes, it's $29. It's unlimited mileage on all vehicles, and it's only $149 per day, and I have to pay for gas.
You have to also make sure that you don't have to return it back to where you got it.
Yeah. Let's see.
'Cause if you can return it to just any Home Depot, then hell yeah.
Well, it won't let me go all the way to fucking September, but I'll just go ahead and do like July at, 9 a.m. Drop off date will be at the end. Oh, it doesn't tell me like where I can take it. It might have to be like where you have to drive it back. That's probably why it's so damn cheap. Check availability. Keep looking. Pretty certain you can drop it off. Hold on, let me see if I have to return it. Let me see if we can drop it off at the nearest location. No, Home Depot trucks must be returned to the same location they were rented.
Oh yeah, that would not work, man.
Nope,
Unless you had
that
someone
doesn't
to
work.
drive back.
Yep, nope. Because then you have to worry about plane cost. It would be cheaper,
Yep.
but it's a lot bigger of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
We'd have to literally rent
Planes
it
are
out.
not. And the
for,
planes are
like-
not also reliable for you actually being able to keep flight and you getting refunded. A lot of times they could cancel it and you won't get your money back at all.
Exactly. So that's not feasible.
Yeah.
They have truckers that return. That's not what it says. That's maybe like the trucks, like the actual, but not like the box truck. You should do more reviews on Mad Labs 2Gs. I would if I could get my hands on them, bro. I definitely would. Depending on the date, so that you guys move. We may be willing to take the truck back. I mean, it would be nice to see you, but that's gonna cost on your guys' part. I don't wanna do that. Because what I mean by it's gonna cost on your guys' part is, someone's gonna have to take off work. That means that's money lost. And it's gonna take about like 3 days of driving that truck. Okay, so Torvi has volunteered to take the truck back for us.
How would that work? Torvi would have to come all the way up to where we are and then drive it back and then go back to where she came.
Yeah,
But, you know.
if I mean, she says she's supposed to go see her parents, so it would kind of give her a reason to do so. It's not really of an inconvenience. We'll see. We'll see when the time comes. I'm not promising anything. Okay, well, until then, I cannot look at Home Depot then. Home Depot's not an option unless I get a definite answer. I'm sorry, but I can't
Yeah,
rely
I can't
on.
throw eggs in one basket.
Yeah, I can't rely on. Like I said, like I told Nate, I'm not relying on nobody for
For
this
one,
move.
so.
I'm sorry, but I'm not relying on anyone for any reason.
It's honestly, it's a smart way of doing things, and that's the cold truth of how the world just works a lot of the time. Best just not to rely on anyone to do things the best you can for yourself, because more people you have around you, the more bullshit and problems you're gonna have to deal with. Some people are fine with that. I'm certainly not. I'm a
Let's
very
see.
social person, and I like it.
Box
It really
trucks.
trouble me. Dead.
I'm looking at
Killed you on a
Enterprise.
little spot. You going? Rest back over here now. But now.
Get back here
Yeah.
now! You inbred
You inbred
trash!
trash. I did too.
Why is that location closed on September 1st at 11 in the fucking morning, bro? Noon. Why are all these Is there like a holiday on the 1st of September? Let's
I don't
try
think so.
August 31st. Location is closed. What do you mean? 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Let me... Why are they closed? Okay, September 8th. Let's try that. At 8 a.m. No, let's make it at 9 a.m. to be safe. Okay.
I'm making
There we go.
tacos because I'm getting
Finally.
kind of
Jesus
tired again
Christ.
from being so damn stoned. I've been smoking all night, dude. And I'm gonna eat those tacos, and they're gonna be so good, and it's gonna fill me up. Tired as shit.
So the van is $30 a day plus 89 cents per mile for the smaller one. For the bigger size, like the one with the lift gate, it's $74 a day, but 20 cents per mile. Which one's gonna be cheaper? We gotta pull some math here. Miles I have to drive. 1,002, okay.